Hey everybody, it's Spicey Kai. Today I want to talk to you about a video featuring Dick Gregory that connects Trayvon Martin, Kendrick Johnson, and organ harvesting. But before we get started, please like and share this video so we can get the word out about what's happening to our young children and their organs. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you can get notified every time I drop a new video about saving black boys. Let's get to the content.
Let's go back to Trayvon. So they said he went to the 7-Eleven. All 7-Elevens have film. How come we never saw a film of him going in there or coming out? And not till I mentioned it, I'm one of the most powerful voices because Social Network didn't get me for free. So then they showed us some bullshit of him standing at the counter. Come on, y'all. They told us that he was looking, that Sunday was the Sunday of the All-Star basketball. So said he was looking at the All-Star game and doing halftime. He ran to, well, we all do that. Run down, fix your ham and cheese sandwich. Call somebody. Nobody better not call you while the Super Bowl is going on. But the minute it go into a commercial. So I said, okay, Ralph, I need you to do something for me. I need the time that he was killed. 7/17. Oh, why? The ball game didn't start till 8 o'clock. So how could he go during the halftime? That's what I'm looking at, not the other bullshit, because I know who they are. And I check out Zimmerman. Then we get into my zone. Zimmerman lived in an all-black neighborhood. And everybody we interviewed said he's one of the finest. Something ain't right about this. And for 4 days after he was killed, he was in the morgue, John Doe. You aware of that? John Doe. Okay. We're in a predominantly white town. So how many black folks you get there at that morgue? And sit there 4 days? Monday morning, killed Sunday. 5 cops, they've all been fired. And Chaplain came by the house where his daddy was living with his girlfriend and brought him a picture. And he identified him on Monday, but he still laid in that morgue for 3 days. As a John Doe. Mama called in the police station, they got him listed as a missing person. 3 days. And then you ask yourself a question. There's something ain't right about this. So the undertaker from Miami, where the son lived, came and picked up the body. Now put a pin there, because you know about that youngster in Valdosta, Georgia, where they found him wrapped up in this.
For the record, he's referring to Kendrick Johnson.
The same undertaker handled his body. From Florida? All the black undertakers we have, we still got them because white folks wouldn't handle you. You come all the way from there to get the body, and the organs is missing. What about Trayvon's organs?
Now, just to be clear, I searched the internet high and low, all over the place, trying to find receipts for this right here that Dick Gregory is saying right this second. I cannot find any reference whatsoever to this being fact except for people quoting this part of this video right here. Just letting you know, I have no receipts to back this part up.
It's okay. You drive by, huh? You know any black cops in?
Oh, do I? Yeah.
Okay. Then ask them, when they go to a drive-by, 98% of them headshots. You can't be in a car driving and hit me in the head, man. Huh? And then, look at this. If the three of us are just a bunch of hoodlums and thugs and just foul-minded and evil and nasty, so we just go in the black community and just shoot black folks. How come they ain't shooting women? Where'd they get the integrity? Men's organs sell for more than women's. In China, before the #1 sell, organs outsell prostitution, drugs, and counterfeit money. That's the #1 money maker of the planet. #1. No, wait.
Okay.
China, before organs, they brought you before the firing squad, they shoot you in your heart. Now they shoot you in the head and harvest everything down. It's the big money maker. And then I asked another question. As hip as America is, with all of its technology, we do shit that would make German and them Nazis look like wimps. Do you think 30 members from the KGB could hook up with 30 members of British intelligence, could hook up with 30 members of French intelligence and slip in this country with all the stuff we got? Then how you gonna let them tell you that in 3 weeks, 65,000 little children from South America, little tots, can't read or write, come in this country and we didn't know it? That's organ stealing, man. Huh? Just ask yourself a question, huh? President say, now, all you got to do is track them. You can't track them. And when they say they sent them back, how do we know? How do we know they sent them back?
It's a good question.
Can you explain something, Natalie Jackson, that we haven't seen in the media? First of all, where was Trayvon shot? How was he shot? And what part of his body? And how was it that his family didn't find out for several days that he was the John Doe in the morgue that had not been identified?
Okay. We haven't received the autopsy yet, so everything we know about where Trayvon was shot comes from the person who prepared the body.
That will be a man by the name of Richard Kurtz.
And it was in the center of the chest. The release of the body, the parents knew where Trayvon was the next day when they filed a missing persons report. However, he was labeled a John Doe for 3 days, even after the parents identified them as his son. That is the problem. So that was a little bit of people not quite understanding what happened.
Can you explain that?
No, we can't. The parents asked for the release of the body. He was labeled a John Doe. They would not release the body for 3 days.
So, in other words, they were informed by the next day that he was dead?
Yes.
But was that only after they had filed a missing persons report?
That is correct. After they had filed a missing persons report.
This is the funeral home that handled Trayvon Martin's service and remains. The undertaker was Richard Kurtz. That's the same man that Dick Gregory refers to earlier in this video.
Well, I actually did the final dressing and preparation of the body. And in dressing the body, we could see no physical signs like there had been a scuffle, there had been a fight. You know, the hands, I didn't see any knuckles, bruises or what have you. And that is something that we would cover up if it would have been there.
The exact same funeral home handled the next family's loved one. Check this out.
And I went up to view her body. I said, no, this is not my sister. This is somebody we did not know. We did not know the person that was lying in the casket.
At this point, we don't know where my aunt's body is. We don't know. We all came here to mourn the loss of my aunt. And this is what we get. And nobody is taking ownership. We don't know. Many questions, unanswered questions. That's not right.
We asked them about the mole on our aunt's face. They said that they covered it up with makeup. There was no mole there.
That lady is not my grandmother. It just went to, honestly, we're still investigating because they don't honestly know where she's at. It's very hard. We all need closure from it.
We need to make sure that she's at peace.
It's the second time Jacqueline Johnson cried next to her son Kendrick's grave. The first time he was being lowered into the ground. This time he's being pulled out of it.
Did you ever expect you'd have to exhume his body?
No, I didn't expect to have to bury his body.
In June, Kendrick's body was sent to Florida. The Johnsons hired Dr. Bill Anderson to conduct an independent second autopsy. In that autopsy, Anderson told the Johnsons he'd found evidence that Kendrick died as the result of a blow to the neck and not accidental asphyxia, after slipping into a rolled gym mat at school, as investigators in Georgia had said. But what Dr. Anderson did not find shocked them.
When we got the body for the second autopsy, that organs, the heart, lungs, liver, etc., were not with the body.
The brain?
The brain, they were all absent.
Every organ from the top of Kendrick's head to his pelvis gone, and his family had no idea.
We have been let down again. And when we buried Kendrick, we thought we was burying Kendrick, not half of Kendrick.
I'm not sure at this point who did not return the organs to the body, but I know when we got the body, the organs were not there.
So CNN contacted the two entities that had custody of Kendrick's body and access to his organs: the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, which conducted the first autopsy in January, and Harrington Funeral Home, which the Johnsons chose to embalm and prepare Kendrick's body for burial days later. A spokeswoman for the state tells CNN after its autopsy, the organs were placed in Johnson's body, the body was closed, then the body was released to the funeral home. State investigators say it's their normal practice, but what happened after his body arrived at the funeral home was anything but normal.
What was in the place of the organs?
Newspaper.
Newspaper.
Dr. Anderson showed me the pictures of Kendrick's body he'd taken during the second autopsy.
It's a Black Friday ad, JCPenney ad.
Yes.
stuffing that newspaper in like it was a garbage can inside his body. It's unbelievable.
I'd imagine that that's a different kind of pain.
Yeah.
Why do you think that there would be newspaper stuffed in your child?
I never heard of that before. Never.
Neither had the founder of a national embalming academy contacted by CNN, who said it's not consistent with the standards of care in the industry, nor had the president of the National Association of Medical Examiners, who told CNN he's never heard of this practice.
Why would the funeral home discard his organs and stuff them with newspaper?
The question is, why did he tell us?
So what exactly did the Harrington Funeral Home do with Kendrick's organs? And why was he stuffed with old newspaper? We went to their office to find out, but their response to us? No comment.
Just like me, I'm sure you have a lot of questions. So please be sure to leave your thoughts and comments below. And make sure you share this video so we can get the word out. Thanks for watching. Spicey out.